A fool, I tell you, chat. I am a fool. I am an overconfident fool. I haven't fixed ad block. Guys, the amount of sheer willpower it has taken me to even exist today, I need to fix ad block. What did you do? I was a fool. An overconfident fool. It's just... When I finished stream last night, I was so tired. So incredibly tired. Dead to the world. So tired. Anyway, I'm so tired. I'm complaining to a friend. I'm like, I don't even have the energy to cook, but I do. I cook myself some dinner and I eat it on the couch and I proceed to be awake until 7 a.m. Did I try to go to sleep? Mm-hmm. Did it work? Mm-mm. It did not work. I even spoke to my friend Kat and she's like, what you got to do is when you're trying to fall asleep, you've got to imagine yourself hitting a wall so that when you push your hand through the wall, you know you're asleep. Did that work? No. So tonight, I've decided to do the adult thing and take drugs. Because I have a very big day tomorrow. A big day. It's Solra, 11 months. Thank you so much. Because I have a very big day tomorrow. And I have to drive, and I'm getting a filling. And I'm going to the doctor, and I'm going to my accountant. So no matter what I do tonight, chat, if I'm not off the internet by 10:30, end the stream, I have to be off by 10:30. No matter what. No matter what. Just... And then I'm going to take an antihistamine. Jess, you're so annoying. You're lucky I'm even here at all. Be less annoying. I swear to fucking God. It's like, 3.5 hours stream. Bitch! Really? I just started and you're gonna complain? I'm gonna lurk in bed because I've had a day? Yeah, well, fucking same. I would too. What on earth? Why did I get an advert? Wait, why did you get an ad? I'm sorry, I don't know why you got an ad. That's fucked. Hey, Sportler. Well, I didn't turn them on or anything. No, Jess, because yours aren't exactly... Yours come across as mean more often. I don't know why. But they just come across as like straight up fucking mean. And I'm very sensitive and have feelings, okay? I'm a human being. I try very hard. The hair oil really just makes you look like you've got movie star hair. Does it really? I haven't put any more in. Honestly, I thought my hair was feeling a little thin today, and I was like, am I balding? Yeah, because I was like, oh, that's kind of a small ponytail. But, oh well. I don't know where to go from here. I'm feeling attacked. Thanks, Spinner. Anyway, I had tuna and rice for dinner. What did everybody else have? Yum. A boyga? I had fried rice and painkillers. Love that for you. Tikka masala with broccoli? Hell yeah. Good morning, Scraticus. You know, I could eat some watermelon. Getting testing done this week, but there's a solid chance my celiac marker is actually correct, so no more gluten for me. Dottie, welcome to the fucking club. I'm getting mine tested tomorrow again for markers. I want a marker, but I don't think I'll be having gluten either. So we can navigate that together. Super fun. I don't have pain. I'm just not digesting food properly. Oh, you're talking about my period? Yeah, it's gone. So the way periods go, I love this. Real Talk Tuesday, straight into periods. The way periods go is it's like the first day, if you have normal periods and not like, endometriosis or anything like that, the first day is the really intense cramping because the lining is shedding. And then the days after that aren't too bad. So I don't really have any pain. Fruit salad. Do you know what? Okay, I need to be very real with you. I was so happy flying Etihad. It was really great. Great airline. I was impressed. I was very comfortable. The whole thing was great. But not a single fruit cup. And I was sad. Not a single fruit cup. Only like those fake cheesecakes that you get in a cup. And I was like, I don't want a fake cheesecake in a cup. I want a fruit cup. And there was no fruit cup on the plane. And that's what I look forward to most when I'm flying is the fruit cup. They're not fake. You know what I mean? A deconstructed cheesecake. You guys get fruit cups on plane? Yeah, well, when they serve you a meal, right, on a long haul flight, you get like a hot meal, maybe a piece of bread, a salad, and oftentimes a fruit cup. And it's not that much fruit. It's maybe 5 or 6 little cubes of fruit, but I love it every time. Maybe there's some melon. Maybe there's some pineapple. Maybe there's a singular grape. But you've never been more excited about a singular grape than when you are on a 14-hour flight. And there was no fruit cup. Anyway, they did ask me to review my flight. And so I am actually going to do the review for the flight. And I am going to write about the fruit cups. I'm going to be like, Etihad is a perfect airline. I would fly Etihad again. I would. It was so good. So happy with the service. The staff were lovely. The seats felt like they had way more leg room than regular flights. The chairs were more comfy than some other airlines, in my personal opinion. but no fruit cup. Not British Airways without the fucking tea and biscuit. 14-hour flight, they should have a cryogenic bed for you. Okay, inquiring. If one thing about me you gotta know is that I'm a glorious flyer. I have it down to a fucking art. I love flying. I read my book. I fall in and out of naps. I've perfected the art of economy flying. The problem is I would love to fly business class. Unfortunately for me, financially that's not available until I fool somebody into buying me a business class flight, you know what I mean? But I bet you check a bag. I do not. Well, you have to check a bag if you're going on a 14-hour flight overseas. But no. My carry-on luggage is my blue bag that you see me take to my mother's all the time. You know, that little blue one? And I put it under the seat because I'm really tall. A lot of seats aren't very comfortable for my hip flexors, so I use the soft bag, put it under the seat in front, and then I use it as like a little footrest for most of the flight. Oh no, that's fair, Scraticus. They don't give you anything for free on those 1-hour flights because they can't do a service in an hour. Because the thing is, when you go up and down, you can't do any service because the risk of turbulence, I think, is higher. And basically, descending takes about an hour coming down from whatever height. So it's kind of like once you're up, you're back down and they can't do any service. Fox. You flew to the Orkneys? I was on a ferry. Oh, you got done by capitalistic greed. And that's when you became a progressive. When the British took away your tea on the planes. And you know what? That's so valid. That's so valid, really. You know, everybody's got their reasoning. It's in my blood. I think the worst thing to have on a plane is a passenger sitting next to you with stinky feet. Yes and no. Look, I try not to be biased towards tall men, you know? I know tall men. I love some tall men. I try not to be mad about the tall men, right? Okay? Um, I I'll tell you the person I think that's the worst because I'm an aisle seat girly. I will pay for the aisle seat. The worst kind of person to sit next to on a plane is someone who thinks they're better than the middle seat. Like, there are some people who are just like, okay, I didn't pay to pick a seat. I'm sitting in the middle seat. I'm in the middle seat. I'm chilling, right? But the worst person to sit next to is someone who thinks that they're better than the middle seat. You know? They're like, I don't deserve to be here. And so they're really funny about it. Like, you know when you're sitting on the aisle or you're sitting on the window, you know that you have it better than the person in the middle, right? You know that, right? We're aware, okay? Like, we know. But some people are just like, okay, this is fine. But then other people are like, just very grumpy about it. I have only ever had one man try and switch seats with me, and I said, no, this is my seat. And then proceeded to have an internal panic attack. See, I prefer the aisle. Look, the aisle has some cons, right? The food cart always going by you, you know? People having to get up to go to the toilet. Very true. But there is nothing that compares to being able to get up whenever you want. I don't care. What do you see out the fucking window, my God? Do you know what I mean? No, I love being open. Oh, does the plane crash? I'm first out in the aisle, bitches. Okay? Nah. I am an aisle seat girly through and through. I've looked out the window many enough time. Why you need to get up? To pee, to walk around, so I don't get deep vein thrombosis or a clot. But I don't get up that often. But I love an aisle seat. Chat, you only look out a window on a plane so much anyway. The only time it's really fun is when you're taking off and coming down. The rest of the time, what do you want to do? Look out the window into what are you looking at? Most of the time, especially if it's a long flight, it's fucking dark and they dim the windows anyway. There's nothing to see. Yeah, you can sleep or watch a movie in the aisle seat. Oh, this is one of the reasons I think that Etihad was one of the better airways. You can sleep on Etihad flights. The headrests that they have go forward. So like you lean your head and you're leaning on a headrest. And I was like, this is superior fucking bullshit. And I will like purposely fly Etihad again. But okay, so the real thing is I just fly whatever's cheapest. Okay. I'm going to be very real with you. I fly with whatever airline is the cheapest price to get wherever I'm going. And the cheapest way to get back was Etihad through Abu Dhabi. And so I flew Etihad. And it was delightful. Just saying. I liked it better than Qatar. And I quite like Qatar Airways as well. But I honestly think Etihad was better. Honestly, if there had been fruit cups on the Etihad flight, I would probably almost give the flight a 10 out of 10. Like I would. And there were 3 children on this flight, but they were all quite quiet. So the hypothetical fruit cup carries a ton of weight. Okay. More plane gossip, right? You know how when you're on a plane, everything goes dry. You become your own personal version of the Sahara. You're breathing through your nose goes fucking dry, right? So I was using like hydrating nasal spray. Oh, you're a little bit uncomfortable there. I was using hydrating nasal spray, drinking lots of water, you know. But because you're in the air and everything is so dry, the glory of a fruit cup holds so much weight. Like, how do you not, how are you not getting this? It's so fresh and so different to like a Coke Zero or whatever. Louis, I really feel for anybody who is overweight on a plane because planes are not made for anybody who is bigger. They really aren't. And it must make flying so anxiety inducing or expensive because they really do just tell you to buy 2 seats if you're worried you're going to be uncomfortable. And the reality is, it is uncomfortable. Like if you don't fit into the seat, it is uncomfortable. And I just know that from talking to people, and the discrimination is fucked. Hi Fawzi, I'm pretty good. How you doing? I think even so Claire, who is 6'2", even she will tell you that on regular normal flights, she is so uncomfortable and she is a thin 6'2". So yeah. Flying back from Missouri in the middle seat between two very husky men was not dry, it was muggy. That's my worst nightmare. I'm not going to lie. Being sat between two men I don't know. Sorry. Sorry. That is my worst nightmare on a plane. Not both of them, because you just know both of them are going to man spread, right? That is, oh, nah. Nah, I will never let that happen to me. That is not, that is, that is not something I am going to, I'm not doing that. No, no, not waking up leaning on one of them. Not the little head. That's so funny. Now we know how planes fly. We don't understand how bumblebees fly, right? But we know why planes fly. Oh, we figured out the bumblebee thing too? Yeah, I've used dating apps on and off. Louis. Bro is frozen. Is this a bot? Bro. No, I don't even want to cook for myself. Why would I want to cook you? Or cook for you? It's giving cannibal. I think we are getting hit with trolls. Take the £100, order him Taco Bell and keep the rest. No, but can I have £100 anyway? Look, I made myself tuna and rice today. You don't want me to cook for you anyway. I'm actually a very good cook. But not for you, probably. Oh, we still have issues with aerodynamic lift. Who knew? Also, you have really cool looking tats. I've never seen them before. It's because I tend to overclothe on the internet. Otherwise, you get people coming in and being a little weird. You know what I mean? But today, I had the brain power of something that's got a really small brain that I can't think of right now, which should indicate the level of brain power I'm experiencing, okay? No, most of the time I like men. Only sometimes do I not and feel icky. Oh yeah? Name 5 men. Can't think of any. They don't exist to me. I can't think of any of them. I can't think of any. God, most of your chat is men. That's crazy. I can't think of any. What do you mean? You guys aren't real people to me. You're just discombobulated usernames. All right? I'm a woman. I don't really care. You know. One, I've only been here for 8 years to be manipulative and not care. Okay? That's all this is. What do you... This is a full-blown house deposit, so... You know, my favorite discombobulated username is a discombobulated username that gives me money. Warblazer, thank you for the 26 months. Are we not men? We're just innocent men. We're just innocent, discombobulated usernames. God. Warblazer, thanks for the 26 months again. I'm so grateful. Hey, Desron. Yes, I just picture you like those puddles. Yeah, that's right. I picture you all as emoji puddles. Hi, Blue. Ah, a non-man in my chat. What? So crazy. I keep forgetting this emote is not a sad poodle. It literally says sad muffin. It doesn't even look like a poodle. Because it's a muffin. It's very obviously and very clearly a muffin. Like, oh my God. My fringe. I need it cut. So bad. I should do it myself, but who could be bothered? No, I know what half the chat looks like. If I've met you, I know what you look like. Oh my God, do it now? Cut my fringe. I was about to say if we hit the sub goal and the other goal, I'll cut my fringe on stream. But I feel like that's a really bad idea. But I have been away for 2.5 weeks. What am I willing to do for money at this point? Is that on the list? Feels like a risk. I take it back. Play a video game? I could. It doesn't seem like a very good use of my time though. Yeah, like I've seen so many selfies of anyone. I know what most people look like. Unless people haven't shared. You could finish Alien. Lol, I uninstalled Alien. Nope. Guys, it's just not for me, alright? I would like to remain relatively anxiety free for some time. Last Dota stream probably was a while ago now. I've just jumped on. Why are you calling yourself a fool? Well, yesterday I was very confident that I had fixed my jet lag. And then I finished stream. I was exhausted, cooked myself dinner, and proceeded to spend the next 9 hours awake, lying in bed, unable to sleep, even though I was tired. So tonight I'm going to take drugs. That's right. I'm going to be taking drugs. I'm going to take an antihistamine and some melatonin. And I'm going to do all the right things. I'm going to make sure my sleep hygiene is perfect. Because I went to bed at 7 a.m. this morning again. And then Pixel woke me up at 8. Because she's like, bitch, what is this? What is going on? And so I gave her breakfast. Then I was in and out of naps until midday again. But during that time, I hallucinated that I downloaded Snapchat. I didn't. But I literally was not asleep and not dreaming. I'm pretty sure I was hallucinating that I had downloaded Snapchat and then I was hallucinating Snapchat stories, but the Snapchat stories I was in. I don't even have a fucking Snapchat. I know it is a very modern hallucination, but I just finished talking to my friend. I was like, I can't go to sleep. What have I got to do? And she's like, you got to put your hand through the wall. And I remember her telling me that one of her friends has Snapchat. And I was like, so that must have just been playing in my brain as I tried. Anyway, tonight's going to be different. Tonight's going to be different. Tonight's going to be good. Chat, I read an article today in the New York Times. Did you know that during the pandemic, across the board studies showed that there were less premature babies born? And I think it's to do because women had more of a chance to rest. Like they were in their houses more. They went out and about getting like, you know, diseases more and stuff like that. Oh, was it in the New Yorker, not the New York Times? I'm an idiot. But yeah, there were way less premature babies across multiple countries. That was interesting. And they took this to mean that women should be at home more rather than people should be under less stress. I mean, I don't think so. I think it was a pretty. I don't think they were doing it being like we should make women stay at home. They were just commenting on the trend. Splee. Lol. I, a woman, do not yearn for the mines. I yearn for the check that comes from the mines. Like, you know, I know someone who works in the mines and they make like 200 and something K a year. It's a lot of money. And it's week on, week off, or 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off, depending. So, look, do you really want to mine the earth though? You got to think about it this way. They also, in that article, talked about how the environment healed so much when none of us were ruining it. Like it was an article about things that the world has learned from the pandemic. And so much of it was how much nature thrived when humans stopped being annoying. Yeah, animals reclaimed land.
Full-blown house deposit. So
Jaeger, 20 months and 6 months in advance. Thank you. I'm so grateful. Thank you so much. Liked your singing last night in good form as usual. Thanks so much, Buddha. We'll do it again later. But yeah, last night my voice felt okay. I don't hyperman, so that's not going to happen. I don't think people are going to respond to bird flu the same way they responded to COVID, and a lot of people are going to die. Like, if bird flu becomes human to human in any way, like on a mass scale, none of us have any idea what that's going to be like. I'm more worried about what private equity is doing to the um, superannuation or the pension funds of people in America. Like, America at the moment, looking in from the outside, is the most sticks and glue situation I have looked at in a very long time. Like, it is a society barely held together with sticks and glue. Like, between private equity and what's going on with the backing of the variable loans, all of these businesses closing, them selling those to the banks as whatever, and that being in the pension fund, it's like it's giving 2008. It's giving 2008 all over again. And between that, also not to mention Israel broke the ceasefire today. I don't know if you saw that, but Israel broke the ceasefire today, which is just absolutely fucking horrendous. Apparently with the backing of America, but we'll have to wait and see. It's evil. Imagine you've just gone home. You've just gone back to your home, and Israel are going to break the ceasefire and stop bombing you again. That is crazy and horrific. So I don't know where that's going to go. And then the other sticks and glue, the fucking Conor McGregor, convicted rapist in the White House, being like, Ireland is so bad. Like, yeah, Ireland has some problems. But the fact they brought Conor McGregor, convicted rapist, this isn't even alleged. This is convicted in a court of law rapist, into the White House to complain about Ireland on St. Patrick's Day is fucking crazy. Yeah, because Trump doesn't think rape is actually that serious, Vox. Obviously. Yeah, it sucks here. I think I might move to Australia. Ireland has a real immigration problem, as in like people leaving the country rather than moving there. Um, and it's just hard because there's such a lack of opportunity. And when societies kind of crumble like that, when they don't build, you know, opportunity and community and, you know, chances at wealth and happiness. Vox, you could move to Ireland. Ireland is incredibly easy to immigrate to at the moment. They're offering people houses. Oh, you're in America, not Ireland. Yeah, yeah, yeah. There's like an island off the coast of Ireland that's paying people to live there. I sometimes wonder if there's a time in my life when I would move abroad. It's not anytime soon, right? Certainly not while my dog's alive. Certainly not while my parents are around as well. But I do wonder, or if I will be too settled at that point in my life, or maybe I'll be dead. Sorry, I'm a real existential girly. I literally cannot not verbalize that. Do you know what I mean? It's like, will I ever get there? Perhaps I'll be dead by then. Like, do I? I'm so sorry. I can't. I don't know what to do. I can't not. Uh. Yeah, well, Claire has an Irish passport. because her dad's Irish, so she could definitely move there. Look, I would wait. Look, I would say that moving to Australia isn't the worst idea. Um, I see lots of critique about Australia and our ability to form deep connections with other people. I People don't find community easy to form here, and I think that's relatively true. I think Australia is a little bit shit with forming deep and bonded communities sometimes. But also probably wait and see how our next election goes in the next couple of months. If we get Dutton, you might not want to be here. Distron, I would say that one of the only things that helped me build community was going to the same place to do the same thing over and over again. Chat, you have to build relationships with people, and the way you do that is by consistency. So you need to have a consistent kind of pattern to build community. Even so, I'll tell you a fun story. Hi, Dan, by the way. The election hasn't been called yet. Australian elections are kind of funny because what they can do is call it at any time up until like May something. So, yeah. We don't want a minority government. I understand everybody wants a minority government. I know there's some people that want a minority government. I understand that. But a lot of the times it just doesn't work the way people hope it will, in my opinion. It just means that infrastructure doesn't go through and people don't actually work together. It would be a vast improvement. I agree. I obviously, yes. We'll take a minority government over a Dutton government. It's basically when the party that would be empowered doesn't have enough seats to govern. So they have to make alliances. Okay? So, yeah. Look, as long as the Labour Party find themselves in a position to form government or do something with the Greens or independents even, I don't fucking care, and it's not Dutton, I'm cool. But I don't know if that's what's going to happen, guys. I don't know. I can't. It's so crazy because online the sentiment is so anti-Dutton. Nobody has anything good to say about Dutton at all, right? But in the real world, where cost of living, political apathy, hate for Anthony Albanese, racism, all of those things are ripe, everybody's like, I don't want red anymore, I want blue. Everything that people's memories are so short. They're like, you know what? It wasn't that bad 3 years ago. The economy was actually kind of good. Bitch, it was the pandemic. Do you know? And it's just, I am concerned that we could get liberals. We could. It's a thing. I think that's pretty normal shaky. It's more complicated than that. Destron, when somebody says that, they're not saying the real reason they want to vote for Dutton. And a lot of the time, the people who want to vote for Dutton are the people who think that some of Trump's policies are actually good. They're talking about the racist policies. They're talking about the sexist policies. And what they do instead is they're like, actually, I think Dutton will be good for the economy for this reason. But they don't want to say it's actually because they want like a stronger patriarchy. Because, you know, this is the thing. With a lot of conservatives, they just flat up lie about their politics because they don't want to say the real reason that they're voting, why they're voting. Maybe they don't even know the real reason why they're voting, what they're voting. But a lot of people, because of capitalism, want to be the fucking boot. They feel powerless, and instead of it, they don't want to feel powerless. So their response to that, instead of like seeking fairness and equal opportunity and those sorts of things, is, well, you know, if you look at a time in history when men were more powerful, it was this time. And maybe, you know, it has to do with immigrants. And if we just got rid of all the immigrants, then there would be more for me, because the immigrants wouldn't be coming and taking my job and all my stuff. And then maybe if we had more conservative social values, then a woman would have to like me because she'd have no other fucking choice. And when you think about it, do you even want to be loved that way anyway? Because I'm sure there are some people that do it, but they won't say it. They don't say it out loud. They're just like, actually, I just like conservative economic policy. Oh, you do you, Chad? Great. No, Vox, it's not. I don't even think they know. They don't know their own biases. All they know is their own internal suffering, but the introspection doesn't go as far as to why they want their conservative beliefs. They don't analyze as to why they want to feel in control. They don't, you know, or yeah, there's no internal reflection about any of it for some people. We're all scared, but nobody admits that. Actually, I saw the most interesting deep dive into Mad Men. I'll be back. Pixel needs to pee. I did. I want to talk about Mad Men for a minute. Hold on. No, she's just acting weird. Um, Step one is to realize half the world treats women like property. Female freedom in the West is a gift. Motherfucker. Female freedom in the West is a gift, but women died. They stood up and they fought for the right to vote. Women fought for the right to work. Like, women have worked throughout history, yes, been considered property. Even marriage in itself was like a transaction of property. A woman from a father to another man, right? Like, fuck. Jesus Christ. But I did want to talk about Mad Men because there was this really interesting deep dive. Who's watched Mad Men, by the way? Has anybody watched it? Because it's a slow series, but it's a very interesting one because it shows exactly what America did, right? After World War II, they had to sell a version of living that would fill a hole in people who had just come back from war, right? This car's going to make you happy. You know, this life is going to make you happy. Here's the blueprint. Here's what you need to buy. And in the end, it's all empty capitalist shit and none of it fills the hole. Right? Because it is all so empty and so vapid and so... It's just, it's so individualist when what really fills a hole in people's lives is community, is connection, is putting yourself out for other people. You know, capitalism fucking hates it when your friend drives you to the airport. Shout out Vondel. Vondel dropped me off and picked me up from the airport, by the way. And I don't know if you guys know this, but Vondel and I have been friends for a very long time. And like he is literally the kind of friend who would drop you off and pick you up from the airport. Because, you know, that's not good for capitalism. Sharing food isn't good for capitalism. Sharing resources isn't good for capitalism. They don't want you to do any of this stuff. They don't want you to put yourself in discomfort for other people. It's all about comfort, but at a cost and at a lack of connection. It's the same thing when you use Uber or DoorDash or any of those delivery services. Right? It's comfort, but the cost goes to capitalism. It goes to the gig economy. It goes to basically exploiting workers. And yet, I mean, I still use it occasionally. No, guys, I'm not on a pedestal, right? I'm explaining it theoretically, but let's be honest. I've had Uber Eats twice since I came back because I didn't have groceries. So now I do, though. And now I'm on the tuna and rice. It's fine. But you can't force people to share. No, but you have to sell it as a life worth living. That's where we get lost. It is so hard right now to sell a life that is worth living. And even the online landscape shows it because, you know, there's so much more right-wing content that is available than any sort of progressive content because people are just so enthralled by wanting more and safety, but safety as it looks under capitalism, where you have the nice things, you have the things to show off, you have the things so that other people respect you. Yeah, Uber tries to tell you you have to tip. It's not expected here, but it's like America being insidious with their fucked up tipping culture. Exactly, because there is more money, right? There is more money in selling a quick fix to a problem that is so much more societal. It's much easier to go, hey, this car's going to make you feel like a big man and it's going to fix your depression. Rather than saying, hey, so there's probably like 6 or 7 life changes you need to make. And then you need to keep working on yourself. And then you probably need to consider, you know, this and this and that. It's a harder story to tell. It's a harder story to tell than just buy a car. You'll feel better. You'll get women if you have a nice car. Pixel. Her coughing has been so much better today. No, it's not that you want the others to have less than you. It's that a lot of people need a measuring stick in order to feel good about themselves. And so, oh my God, absolutely, JD Pondon. Welcome, by the way. And 100%. Alienation from labor, from community, from all of it is such a disease. It is why there are so many people that just long to have a garden now. Right? Have a house, have a garden, look after their own stuff, you know, cook, eat, spend time with family, laugh, you know, make art, do, you know, there's a reason that is such a desired lifestyle now. And guess what? It's a lifestyle that for most of the time is only accessible to rich people. I want it so bad. I probably don't want it yet. If I could afford it, I would have it now, right? I can't. It's not a thing. But God, there's a reason that people are longing for it, and it's because you are less alienated from your labor. You feel connected to the planet. You feel connected to other people. Synth, mowing the lawns is my mum's favorite activity. She loves it. People are constantly subconsciously trying to decide whether their existence matters. Yeah, but you shouldn't need a yardstick. Your existence does matter. Well, I'm a little bit of an absurdist. Maybe it doesn't. Look, I think it's kind of silly that we all go around trying to, I don't know, I flip between optimistic nihilist inclinations and absurdism. But I find it fascinating that we all go looking. We all go looking for reasons to find why we matter, and we just want to be seen. Love is real. I have seen people so in love. Love is real, right? People do find deep connection. I don't think it happens for everyone. I don't think it happens multiple times for everyone. I think it cannot happen sometimes, but it doesn't mean it's not real. It's definitely real. But the human experience is so much more complex than any set of rules or, you know, but we all do. We all sit here figuring it out, hoping that we've found a little bit of meaning. You can love your friends. I do. I tell my friends I love them all the time. Maybe no one's existence matters, and that's why everyone's existence matters. So this. Your impact can be small or big, but your impact isn't measured in small or big. You were just here. It's okay. Evan is joking, by the way. Kixie, I know I don't recognize your username, so I know you're new, but that's an affectionate term. But in a sarcastic way. I'm hoping that was clear. All right. It's like, you know, whenever anybody's like, okay, we've got to share stuff, and people are like, okay, commie. God. No, the communists back at it again, doing so much damage. It's certainly not, you know, the people in power right now doing any damage. Go have fun playing sports ball. Hey, Synth, by the way, anybody else who's joining us, Flamin', welcome on in. Hello. You're telling me there's communists here? I think there's a mix from questioning conservatives to liberals to socialists to communists to anarchists to people who have no label and just want things to be better. This is a full-blown house deposit, so... Wow! What a display of communism! Thank you so much for your Prime, Synth. Anybody else got a Prime floating around they'd love to give me to fix my sub count? That's right. Hand down your Bezos bucks to me today because I'm so fun. Gifmo. Yes, there's also comedians here. This is a full-blown house deposit. Yeah, well, Corwin, fuck you.
You're my favorite.
Paul thought so. Paul, I would like to thank you for just nailing that so fucking hard. You really did. You just...
Tasty Velociraptor gifted a tier 1 sub to Joseph
All
McCarthy.
aboard the communism
they
train.
have given 1,639 gift subs in the channel.
Straight to equality, you guys.
I love that underscore
for all
O gifted
of
a
us.
tier 1
You
sub to
what?
Communism. This
I'll
is
tell
their
you,
first gift sub in the channel.
This can be my idealistic hype train. I'll tell you about the world I'm creating. Now, I know when everybody thinks of communist architecture, they think of grey buildings and everything's the same. Now, my communism won't look like that. The buildings will be colourful. Many colours. In fact, you'd be able to paint it however you like. People said, thank you for
Captain Farmers gifted a tier 1 sub to Trickle Down Economics.
Wow, I feel so
They
trickled.
have given 1,325 gift subs in the channel.
Oh my God, the sweet, sweet feeling of trickles. Love that for me. Rolfie, thank you for the 3 months, by the way. Yeah, look, you get a fish. Maybe some people get rubber duckies. You know, it's all luck of the draw. It's all luck of the draw. What do you know? That's what fishing is. You know, but under my beautiful communism, you know, everybody will have the chance to share. Maybe some people want more rubber duckies than other people. Maybe some people want less rubber duckies than other people. Maybe some people need more rubber duckies. Okay? Oh, that's nice, Sculler. Kiki, I wouldn't say I'm particularly a communist. I don't actually think I am smart enough to be able to sit here and analyze the amount of variables required to tell you what an idealistic society would look like, right? Because I just think that there is always going to be challenges. That being said, I really think we could get to a place where human desire was not so greedy. I don't think greed is actually an innate human desire. I really don't. I think greed is a byproduct of seeking safety, and the way it evolved through the societies that have existed on the planet is, you know, we've seen things like revenge and you know, building empires for ego and stuff like that. But I don't think that's necessarily inherent. Sorry, my stream is 18 plus, Sculler. So come back when you're not in school. But I really don't think that greed, I think we could get to a point where humanity realizes that you can have a really good life and you can have really nice things, and you can have meaning and joy and community and not be greedy about it. Colwyn, communism hasn't really existed, right? Lots of states have tried socialism, working towards communism. Like socialism is a transitionary state towards communism, right? We we haven't had communism because the world is capitalist. And so communism is that is not what it is. And if you're talking transparency and accountability, look around. How do you think capitalism's doing that? How do you feel about the 2008 financial crisis? Was there transparency or accountability there? No. Did the government bail out the fucking banks? Yes. Were they ripping off the poor? Yes. Right? Like these issues, you can't be like, the problem with communism is transparency and accountability and authoritarianism. Look at what's going on in America right now. Where do you think Trump's going? Because it's certainly not fucking democracy, my friend. It's not. Trump is aiming for authoritarian rule. And you think that's come from communism? You think America is communist? No, it's not. So your point is like, it's just an irrelevant point. It doesn't make any sense. Anyway, I'm in charge. So, do you know what I mean? I'm supreme leader of the universe. It's me. Hi. Oh, worst case scenario then. Hey, I feel like I do a pretty good job. Trump is president, not dictator. For now. Get back to me. I think I could run for government. No one would vote for me though. I'm not likable enough. What do you want, baby? Do you want me to fix your blanket and get you an ice block? I don't want to give her another TREAT because what if it's bad? It's more about trustworthiness. No one's going to trust me. I don't do. Australians don't like. I'm not the kind of woman that Australians would vote for. Um, Trump has no Trump has no inclination to continue American democracy as it is. That man is going to throw out the Constitution. He is not a constitutionalist. You wait and see. You wait and see. No, you can't do do that, Rolfie. You gotta put fucking One Nation down there too. There's your bed. I'll get you an ice block. Trump's first term was very different to this one. Trump has the Supreme Court now. He has both the House and the Senate. And there's no way to push back. There is no balance of power. There is no checks of power.
Captain Farmers gifted a tier 1 sub to Steven. So they have given 1,326 gift subs in the channel.
Can you hear my dog eating her ice blocks? Chuck Schumer was saving his own fucking ass. Wow. Wow. Korea, like politicians saving their own ass. Name a more iconic duo. Like, I think what has happened, especially in the American government, is people have realized, like, yeah, our lives are on the line. This is the really uncomfortable truth that people push to the side until they can't anymore. You know? That these situations, these political situations, for a lot of people will be life or death. One way or another. Whether it's civil war, whether it's World War III, whether it's just not having healthcare, not having a pension fund, not having enough jobs, famine, gun crime, it's, you know, we put our own future suffering to the side because nobody wants to think about it. But oftentimes what that leads to is people's inaction. So instead of doing anything about their situation, they just sit and they're like, oh, I can't do anything about it. And look, the chances of any of us making a huge difference are pretty minuscule, right? But there are lots of differences each one of us will make in the communities around us, or even just within our own families, or even the people around us. You have all made a huge difference in my life, my ability to build community. You guys have taught me so much. Also, it's really interesting, I think, being watched or having to be accountable on the internet has really made me reflect on living my values as well as just talking about them. And I think sometimes that there is a disconnect there for some people when you have nobody holding you accountable. Some people will talk and talk their values, but they won't live them because there's no accountability for it, right? Whereas it's really interesting for me, it just, and like, I don't want to say it's definitely not the only reason that like the changes I've made in my life are the changes I've made in my life. But it's very interesting, right? Because you get so many perspectives and on your choices, right? You know people are going to judge you either way, and you're going to judge yourself through the eyes of those people. But especially if it's somebody you respect or somebody who you look at and you're like, yeah, you're a good person and I respect what you say. Well, see, the thing is, Northside, you can't really just bring up politics for fun. Like, you've got to be in a specific group of people to be like, hey, let's talk about politics. Was that good eyes? You hop in your bed. Do you also know more about US American politics than your own countries? No, I know enough about my own countries as well. Trust me, we're coming into covering my own country's election. Let me tell you about some people. It's just, Australian politics is frustrating in its own different way. It's frustrating in its own different way. Well, you have to ask the electorate that Dutton runs in, but I think they'll probably elect him in the electorate. It's whether or not enough Liberals get over the line. She's so cute. I cannot handle it. Yes, go to bed, my little baby. Oh, you are such a good girl. She's so cute. You can rip up the card behind you? Why would I do that? Or would he lose his mind? Who is he? Motherfucker. These are my fucking MTG cards. Fuck you. What? Look, my friend who has a 3D printer even made me a sorting thing. So you can sort your cards by sliding, you put your phone on the top and then you slide the card in and it sorts it, and then you slide the card in. Isn't it cool? I haven't gotten around to actually doing it yet, but I do have a lot of cards that require sorting. I have so many. It's bad. Fucking he. Why are you a fool? Krusty, I got back from overseas and I really thought I'd fixed my jet lag yesterday because I was so tired when I finished stream and went to bed. And then I was awake for the next 9 hours. And then I've been in and out of dreams and hallucinations for like 6, maybe whatever hours today. And I was so fucking tired. And I am a fool because I didn't fix it straight away when I got back. And my dad warned me. He fucking warned me. He warned me. And now I have to do a big drive tomorrow. And I'm so stressed about not being able to get enough sleep, so I'm going to drug myself with an antihistamine. Do we have a photo slideshow of your trip? There will be. I still can't believe people in 2025 think the only way you can have magic cards is if you have a boyfriend. Mate, does my room look like it has anything to do with a man? Like, just look at it. Is it giving man? Is it the Bob Ross paintings that I painted on the wall? Is it the pink rug? Is it... To be fair, the whiskey is kind of man, but it's mine. It's got the cleanliness vibes of a strong male logical mind. Where'd you fly from? Barcelona to Abu Dhabi and then Abu Dhabi to Melbourne. I just listened to the rant and I'm interested. I know, I'm a really cool streamer. Many people are saying this, you know. I would make a joke and try and trick you into ripping up some cards, but you seem weak as a human, so we'll only say, good job, you're doing well. See, I have this like inherent disgust for people who destroy things for fun because it's wasteful. I've even called out like Australian creators who like destroy keyboards or stuff like that. Like, you don't buy new things to destroy them. Like, sure, things are going to break sometimes, things are going to stop working, and then you can do whatever you want. But I find it, I'm rich! Oh no! Will I buy more magic cards for myself?
For more magic cards.
This will be... No. 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 No, 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 it's going to go to helping me move. Thanks, Dottie. Literally, I'm not buying a castle, but I am moving castles. So I'm very grateful. Thanks for the $10. Famis, thank you for gifting.
Captain Farmers gifted 3 months of tier 1 to Xenomonic. They've gifted 1,329 months in the channel.
I, for one, am so shocked that the person who said freedom for women is a gift turned out this way. Yeah. What was I saying? It's one of my biggest problems with Mr. Beast as well. Like, I have a lot of problems with Mr. Beast and people who pedestal Mr. Beast and other creators who destroy
gifted
things.
a tier 1 sub to Japondon.
Hey,
they
you
have
guys,
given
thank you so
226
much.
gift
Donnie,
subs
thank
in
you
the
for
channel.
the gifted sub to Japondon. Adopting a newbie in this economy? May your investment pay off. Like, fuck that. Like, he just destroys so much stuff for content. It's gross. It's gross. Like, the level of care around... people don't seem to be particularly cognizant of waste, and I just think it's really icky. But he's got a philanthropy channel. I don't fucking care. He manipulates children. And I don't know if you guys have seen the show Adolescence that just came out on Netflix about the young boy who falls down an alt-right pipeline, probably. No spoilers. But, like, we have fucked up problems with our children. And I think that if you are a creator that manipulates children on the internet, you need to be responsible with that platform. And the reality is a lot of people just haven't been. They fucking haven't been. And teachers are paying the price, families are paying the price, students are paying the price. And you know who else is paying the price? Young men who have been manipulated into being awful human beings, and they do not understand why nobody likes them. It's so fucking sad. Oh my gosh, you guys.
Larson gifted 3 months of tier 1 to Squishmallow Dragon. They've gifted 150 months in the channel.
Enjoy your lie down with your acid reflux and now your 3 months of subscriptions. Thoughts on Friendly Geordies? Luna, I haven't watched Friendly Geordies in a while. But my take on Friendly Geordies is and has always been this. He will shill for the Labour Party no matter what. That's fine. Choice he's going to make. That's not a problem. But he has made progressive politics accessible to a group of men through a relatively crass form of humor. But those men otherwise might not have paid attention to politics at all. So, yeah. You know, it's really funny, Famis. When I get back from a holiday, for a little while, even though I feel internally my career is over every time I leave for a holiday, when I get back, I am so confident in the content that I make and what I do. Then I feel like it shows. Because I've gone out, I've experienced the world, and I have reflected on the things that I think, and I have, seen things and talked to other people. And because I have talked to other people that I've traveled with, like the people on the tour and stuff like that, a lot of times, like, I'll reflect and, most of the time I go and I'm like, no, I'm glad I pay attention to politics. I am glad that I took the time to educate myself and continue to educate myself. And I don't know, I just come back really confident in what I do. Yeah, so Cam, honestly, what happened with Friendly... I think she needs to go outside. Hold on. I'll talk about the Friendly Geordie situation in a second. Do you want a treat? You can have one of these ones. I've started giving her these little chews again. You see it? They have the relaxing thing in them for dogs, so I'm just gonna see if they make a difference. Aren't you good girl? I do think that the what Friendly Geordies did exposing John Barilaro and all of that, he did put his life on the line, and for a while there, it scared me. I was so scared because at that time I was being stalked, and you know, he had all of that shit with the Australian Federal Police, and I was like, oh my god, the content that I make is actually like, you know, I truly had to sit there and consider like, fuck, people can really hate you from this, and they can do all sorts of things, you know, and there are people with a lot of money behind them who can, you know, absolutely try and fuck you. So, look, mining in Australia is probably not going anywhere for a while. Our economy is just too heavily reliant on it. That's just, that's, you know, you look at it, you know, and they won't tax corporations. The Labor Party have tried. Careful, I am from Australia. The Labor Party have tried to, you know, but it's a very complicated thing to tax companies, because oftentimes what companies will do is they will just find a way to dodge the tax, whether that is moving offshore or whatever. Yeah, because Dithron, the money in mining is so already deeply entrenched. Like they've bought off so many people that you can't. It's a David and Goliath thing. And we need a lot more Davids. The thing is, whoever introduces the tax is not getting into government, right? So you introduce a tax on these people, then they are going to put all of their weight and all of their money and all of their gusto behind a candidate that isn't you. That's why politicians won't do it. I would love nationalize oil and gas. Oh, speak in my fucking language. Give it to me. Nationalize oil and gas. Give it to the government. Do it. Democracy is dead? No. No, it's not. Nationalizing oil and gas and like the natural resources of a country is not the death of democracy. It is making sure that the people of that land, of that country, are profiting, or like experiencing the wealth created from the land that they live on. Whereas right now, it's just, you know where that money's going? It's going into Gina Reinhardt's pockets. Oh, not that. I meant corporations being able to decide who's leading the country. Feed me. 100%. But that's why democracy has been dead for a while, like, or it's not robust. It's because of lobbying. It's because of pork barreling. It is because, you know, people have, there have not been the safeguards for being able to buy and lobby and manipulate. I wonder who that could have been. Was it one lovely John Howard? I only have one compliment for that man. It's the fact he got rid of fucking guns. Do you prefer tuition-free college as a policy? I want to see, firstly, yes, I would like that. But at first, I would like to see childcare funded the most. Between the ages of 3 and 5, I want every child in childcare with enough teachers. Now, I'm not talking about babysitting. I'm talking about starting community education at 3. Doesn't have to be all the time, but 3 days a week. I want 3-year-olds in childcare, but not childcare in an educational system from 3. That is where I want the money. Because you set kids up for success from that age, from that young. The sponge that they are from 3 is so much different to uni, right? By the time you get to uni, there's so much shit going on, right? There's so many variables. But you have to, like, and not only for men and women in the workforce as well, because women want to work, men want to work. You don't have to. But I actually, like, I would make it mandatory for a kid to be in childcare from age 3 for a minimum 3 days a week. Not all day. Yeah, the same way school is kind of mandatory. Do you know what I mean? In that similar way. Oh, darling. Why do you keep jumping up? Are you being dramatic? What is going on? I'm worried. I'm worried you're getting a sharp pain or something, baby. No, because you can't treat the workers as babysitters. You have to empower them as teachers, as leaders, right? Because one of the hardest jobs you will ever do is teaching a child shit, right? It really is. It's so hard. This is coming from someone who nannied her way through university. Looking after children is hard. Looking after multiple children is hard. You need to pay childcare educators a decent wage, and the same goes for primary school teachers, secondary school teachers, because it's really bad. Oh my God. I don't know whether it's a lack of airflow in here or lack of air quality. I'm going to bring in the air purifier. She's got me stressed out. My dog's got me stressed out. There you go, Pixel. That will move the air around in the room a little bit. I can feel it, so you'll be able to feel it. No, she's not stressed that I'm stressed. She's getting old, and it's okay. See, that might help. She's sniffing it. That will help with the air. Do you know? Oh, here's a fun little story. Oh, learn or not, you're fine. You want a fun little story? So Pixel was supposed to get groomed, but obviously I couldn't go because whatever. And the lady who grooms her called me, and I was like, actually, I'm in town tomorrow. And she's like, I can do it for you tomorrow. So she's get. My dog just turned up the air purifier with her nose. That's very funny. Gosh, she's just standing there looking at it. This is weird. Maybe it makes a sound you can't hear because it's too high frequency. Maybe. Ooh, double stuffed Oreos? Like the air purifier will move around the air in here, and I think she'll say, Pixel, you hopping to bed? I'm just gonna check one more time if she needs to pee, and then I'll be back. Sorry, she's just peeing. Do you do wheeze? Come on. She did a wee. Maybe everything's fine now. No, it was just my chair that I've decided to stream today. Me? Here? No. Chair? Yes. Me? No. No. Sorry, my dog's just being a little bit needy because she did get looked after for 2 weeks by my
We're bringing
friends.
down the bourgeoisie, woo.
This stream is so cozy that I just closed Uber Eats and instead put some food in the oven. Haven't been able to cook for weeks.
Oh, I'm so proud of you. Hell yeah. Also, I hope I also know, right? And I want to explain something really quickly. And I do want to say that I do take the responsibility seriously, that I am a part of people's routines. And when I mess up people's routines, I know that can be not very fun for other people's mental health as well. So I do hope it had nothing to do with me. I know your job's fucked and all of that as well. But one foot in front of the other, and that's really awesome. And I do take my responsibility to be consistent as I do this for a job. I do. Do you know what I mean? I do take it seriously. I think your friend needs to better connect with the insect chakra. Kobad, you mean my friend Claire with the insect on her legs? She has like so many insects on her. I don't think she can connect with the insect any more than she has. Yeah, no, she's fully connected with the insects. She loves them. I only have a bee. I have a bee on my shoulder here somewhere. I have a bee. No, but Claire has a snake. Claire has a carpet python, all right? She is a reptile insect girly. Hey, Ground Jet. Okay. Lol. You know, speaking about this, Trier actually posted a really interesting video in Discord last night.
I love people who roll on in and realize very quickly how wonderful
This
I
one.
am.
Hey! Gaza is our home. Thank you for the raid. I don't know you. I don't know you, but I'm so sorry. I did find out that the oh wait, I recognize people though. The ceasefire has been broken and it's just fucking tragic. Wait, you have a beetle? Fight Roshan, fight? Wait, are you a Dota 2 player? Welcome. Hi Luke. Hey Furtive. No Street Fighter. Oh, actually I have a lot of friends that play Street Fighter. Gaza, that's so nice. I don't know, do I follow you? I don't think I do. Hold on. Yeah. Today was, a rough day for, it's just fucking gross and horrific. And I just, thank you for the raid. Welcome on in. We are talking about this. It was a really rambly video, but just shared it in Discord and I thought it could start some pretty interesting conversations. I haven't, but I will seek it out. I haven't, but I will seek it out.
Sense of being estranged from our labor, but something deeper, a disconnect from our own humanity, from each other. Marx understood this well. Under capitalism, we don't just lose control over our work, we lose connection to ourselves, to the joy of creation, and to the bonds that make life meaningful. And in times of crisis, that alienation is laid bare. Some people drown themselves in consumerism, buying things they don't need just to feel something. Others lash out, searching for someone to blame. Some retreat entirely, clinging to the comfort of routine, the illusion of stability. And then there are those who just break. And maybe that's the most honest reaction of all. Something about this moment in time feels particularly suffocating. Every morning I wake up to new oppressive laws in the US, to more horrors in Palestine, and to suffering manufactured by the greed of a few. And then I open my phone and someone in their bathroom is selling me a product to make me look younger, to shrink myself, to erase any signs that I've lived. As if, even as the world crumbles, we should be obsessed with appearing small and smooth and marketable. And meanwhile, people can't even afford to eat. Groceries keep getting more expensive, and not because there isn't enough food, but because corporations know they can raise prices and blame it on inflation or supply chain issues. They used a 14 supply dip to justify 100% price increase of eggs or something? It's never about scarcity, it's about greed. And yet, instead of rage, instead of collective action, people impose more discipline on themselves, more self-surveillance, more rigid routines, more fixation on controlling their bodies when they have no control over the world.
Have you
Their
noticed
reaction to
this
suffering
recently?
isn't rebellion, it's self-punishment. But maybe it's just because I'm fasting for Ramadan that I'm thinking about this differently. About hunger, about patience, about what it means to feel deeply and to live fully. Islam teaches that caring for others is also caring for yourself, that we belong to one another, that softness isn't a weakness, it's strength. But capitalism wants us cold and isolated. It wants us to believe we must navigate this alone. But I refuse to shrink or to be palatable, to pretend things are normal right now. Maybe in a world that keeps telling us to be smaller, the most radical thing we can do is expand, to take up space, and to embrace joy, to hold on to our softness and humanity with both hands. Rosa Luxemburg once said, "Those who do not move do not notice their chains." And I really refuse to stay still right now.
It's interesting, isn't it? Because I definitely see myself in some of the things that she described. Like, part of me, when I feel out of control, I cling to routine. I do. And it is because it is a way to feel control. Look, it's probably one of the more healthier ways, at least, my eating is not that disordered anymore. So that's good. Like in the past, I had far less healthy coping mechanisms. But I think it is interesting that when things start to go to shit because of capitalism, people isolate and they don't know where to go or how to move. I don't know if people know what revolution looks like anymore, which is why I talk so much about revolutionary living rather than like this abstract concept of like violent revolution and what it would look like, because I don't know if the world we exist in responds to that as much. It's so much more difficult and it's so much more complex as we sit here on the internet and witness so much suffering. For example, what is going on in Gaza. We have to have different responses. Revolutionary living is attempting to fight your own mental illness. It's getting up most days and being like, okay, right, what do I do next? And you have to sit with cognitive dissonance the entire fucking time. And that is such an uncomfortable way of living. It is such a stressful way of living. But you can't put your head in the sand. I certainly won't. But you still have to find a way to be able to sit with it all. Now, the full comment is because I thought I'd fixed my jet lag as of last night. Turns out I really didn't. Exactly, Peacefire. Now, this is what I think. And it's not, the revolution we need is not necessarily a physical one. It is a mental one. It is an entirely mental situation where people need to acknowledge their biases, understand that greed does not equal safety. We have to understand that doing things for each other and living in community is actually valuable. It's not how much money you have in the stock market that's valuable. It's your ability to connect to people. I had a really incredible trip, Lesbian Hot Sauce. I really did. It was a lovely 2 weeks off. I'm very glad I went. Thanks, Groundjet. So you're saying we need re-education camps? No, because you can't force this change upon people. It's something people have to learn for themselves. And when you're up against institutions of, religion with ingrained racism in it, right? Like when you're up against the money of like a theocratic Christian regime, it's hard to do. And especially when you're asking people to create moral foundations of their own. People don't necessarily like that responsibility all the time, It's like in Fleabag. I don't know why she's just started coughing so much. I think it might be attention. I think my poodle is smart enough to... because she hasn't really coughed all day. You sit down and get comfy. She probably... her cough was apparently okay some days while I was away. And then not okay other days. Hold on. She might want to sit with me. Say hello, everyone. I need to train her to cough until I get a dodo. Stop it.
Doty_90 gifted a tier 1 sub to Groundjet. They have given 227 gift subs in the channel.
My little baby. What am I gonna do with you? You do want to sit, don't you? I'm in a skirt. It makes it kind of tricky. Hold on. There you go. Okay. Oh, I'm glad you feel better, Squishmallow. Oh my god, Desron. Well, she stopped coughing. Yeah, but she doesn't look very comfortable. Like if you weren't leaning on my... Oh. For anybody who doesn't know my little dog, she is 9 years old and she's had this cough for a very long time. But she is a very good girl and she eats and drinks and plays and walks and sniffs, and she doesn't know this yet either, but she's about to have a very good day tomorrow. Because not only is she getting groomed, but she gets to play at my mum's house. And my mom has a backyard. I don't have a backyard. So she gets to run around and sniff all the things. So she doesn't know this yet, but she's having a very good day tomorrow. My little baby. Well, now you spoiled it for her. She has no idea. I did tell her. I was like, we're going to Nanny's tomorrow because obviously my sisters have kids. So, and obviously my dog is my offering as a grandchild. So when I explain it to Pixel, I say we're going to Nanny's. I'm a really normal girl. Okay? Just normal. Is it allergies? Do we know what it is? No. The diagnoses I've had are collapsed trachea, heart disease, allergies. They tried medicating her for heart disease. She almost died. Collapsed trachea, you don't really do anything about. You just kind of you moderate it and whatever. Sometimes they give her steroids, but Pixel can't have steroids because steroids in some dogs turn off their ability to pee. So Pixel, when she has steroids, forgets to pee. Sometimes it's necessary, but she forgets to pee. So instead of peeing, she'll just wake up in a puddle. And as you can imagine, that's kind of stressful in itself. Yes, and for those of you who don't understand why my dog is named Pixel and I am named Pixel, my Twitch channel was named after my dog before I was ever going to be a streamer. So now we have the same name. So. Anyway, what were we talking about? I'm sorry, I got really distracted. Of course you can, Sin. I just like things that rhyme. Inquiring, that's why I named it Pixel Smixel. I like rhymes. You know? Energy begets energy, Nom. You just gotta fight. But that's really good. What is the difference between forensic psychology and criminal forensic psychology, where they interview criminals, understanding behavior? Same thing. Sin. It's basically the same thing. But forensic psychology, you can also do it like, so a lot of people with forensic psychology degrees in Australia end up working in prisons, right? You're basically just trying to understand why people do the things that they do in a criminal context. I actually did a forensic psychology degree because I wanted to be a profiler. I'd watched a lot of Criminal Minds and I was like, you know what? I could do that. Anyway, then I found out in my degree, 1, don't do psychology in any attempt to understand yourself. It's useless. 2, in order to be a forensic psychologist or a profiler in Australia, you have to go through the police force. Now, look at me. Look at everything about me. Am I giving woman who wants to go through the police force? Not really. So, yeah. Nah. Also, it's so funny because I do say this sometimes, but the reason I was like, okay, I'm not going to do anything with this degree and went into marketing was like, I was like, this is just too heavy a life. And then, bitch, I started covering the news on the internet. Which is heavy in its own special way. So it's like I was doomed or destined. Also, hi Tamsin. You know, like it's like I was doomed or destined one way or another. Also, Tamsin, do you know what a man came in here before and he's like, would he get angry if you ripped those up? And I'm like, who? Who's he? And he's like, the man who owns those magic cards. Bitch, what? Oh, sorry, Pixel, didn't mean to scare you. This sticks in my mind because I had to know what a mixel is. It's not a thing. I didn't know that. They might have meant the man, like in the government. Yes, the government is very interested in my magic cards. I thought it was like law, corporate, and criminal law because forensic psychology ends up advisor to criminal lawyer. More, what are your experience on this? No, so here we have criminology as a degree as well. And oftentimes that is like policy, crime policy. You can go into government. You know, it can be domestic violence policy, stuff related to that, but oftentimes that's a criminology degree. And sometimes there's a lot of crossover in these degrees. So when I started out my degree started out as forensic psychology and psychophysiology, which is like psychology and its relationship to the structure of the brain. But then when I realized the words I was going to have to remember in regards to the brain and the fact I was going to have to go in and do 2 pracs a week, I was like, maybe this degree is not for me. I prefer writing essays and stuff. So I swapped to forensic psychology and forensic science. So forensic science is interesting in itself because it's like you do like chromatography on blood and what else? There was a lot of statistics. If somebody had have warned me how many statistics I would be doing in that degree, I might not have done it. Nothing as sexy as a regression analysis, am I right, chat? What job were you planning to do? I was just going to use it to be like, look, I can put my mind to something. I completed a degree. Now give me a job. And I was just going to work my way up in corporate. I don't really like clicking random links, so I'll get the mods to click that first. Unless someone wants to admit what it is. Not a huge fan. It's linear regression porn. University was never about job training. That's a lie capitalism created. I agree, but like that was my plan is what I'm saying. It's a photo of a potato. I like potatoes. Is it the photo I took of a potato that looks like a penis? Does everybody remember that one? Is it my photo of a potato? No? It's photoshopped on front of a large cooling tower? What? What? That's about the right reaction? Okay. I mean, I do like potatoes. I'm not mad. Oh, yeah, I once got a potato years ago, and it looked exactly like a penis. No, like, for real, it looked like a penis. No, it didn't have a crop circle. I do have the photo to prove this claim. I wonder if I can find it. I'll try. What if this photoshopped image of a potato is actually just a way to get me talking about the potato that I saw? Maybe somebody really wanted to see the penis potato. Guys, I have a surprisingly large amount of photos of potato. Oh, here it is. Okay, chat, you're not ready. You're not ready for this. No, I Googled potato in my photos. You're not ready for this, okay? See? You see it, right? Yeah, it was quite small, but, you know, nothing wrong with a small potato. You know? Sometimes small potatoes, like, go really crispy. And we love a crispy potato. I did chop it, though. It was fun. I did. I chopped it and I made it even smaller. Not before showing my roommate at the time. You should crop out the bottom and randomly send it to men. Hello, please rate my potato. Do you like my potato? Is my potato making you horny? People died because of potatoes. They did. They did. Well, technically it was kind of the British, but it was kind of because of potatoes. No, I found this potato in a bag of potatoes. This potato chose me as its potato queen, okay? I wasn't gifted this potato. I found this potato. This potato is mine. Alright, I said I would get off at 10, so I'm going to start singing now because an hour of singing goes surprisingly quickly. Imagine I just start sending oh my gosh. By the way, we're doing on Thursday, we've got New Tasting History. That's exciting. Do you know, I actually think Pixel is just being funny to get my attention because she'll settle as soon as I stop streaming. She did last night as well. I don't wonder how my voice is tonight. She's a little fluffy baby that wants snuggles. So reasonable. So reasonable. Hold on, I'm going to turn TikTok on. TikTok chat, where you at? There you are. Pixel is literally a theater kid. Yes, I am. What's your point?
At Coles, we're on a mission to help inspire Aussie kids to eat better and to get out.
I forgot! If you could return, don't let it burn, don't let it fade. I'm sure it might be rude, but it's just your attitude. It's tearing me apart, it's ruining everything. I swore I would be true, and honey, so did you. So why were you holding her hand? Is that the way we stand? Were you lying all the time? Was it just a game to you? But I'm in so deep. You know I'm such a fool for you. You've got me wrapped around your finger. Do you have to let it linger? Do you have to? Do you have to? Do you have to let it linger? Is it better now? I thought nothing could go wrong. But I was wrong. I was wrong. If you could get by, try not to lie. Things wouldn't be so confused, and I wouldn't feel so used. But you always really knew I just wanna be with you. And I'm in so deep. You know I'm such a fool for you. You've got me wrapped around your finger. Do you have to let it linger? Do you have to? Do you have to? Do you have to let it linger? You know I'm such a fool for you. You've got me wrapped around your finger. So there was an update last night, but the levels looked okay in OBS. I can turn it down a little bit. So we'll play. I don't really do shout outs, but thank you for the bros. I left the reverb on. I'll go straight into another song. Hold on. If I broke your heart, would you take me back? If I broke my arm, would you sign my cast? When I was young, I would love too fast. Hope I don't repeat my past. 'Cause I'm not scared of loving you, I'm just scared of losing you. I'm not scared of anyone or dying young, or if you're gonna find somebody new. 'Cause how could they love you as much as I do, as much as I do? If I lose my shit, promise not to laugh. If I throw a fit and get photographed, would you take my side? Would you hold my hand? If they sell a lie, don't let them send me back. I'm not scared of loving you, I'm just scared of losing you. I'm not scared of anyone or dying young, or if you're gonna find somebody new. 'Cause how could they love you as much as I do, as much as I do? So hop into bed, baby. You're alright. Baby, hi Shapesmith. Hop into bed. Hop into bed. Are you angry at the blanket? 'Cause I can fix that. Try that. Try a different blanket. Thanks for the roses, chat. How do you know if you've done everything right? Is it the love you have at hand, or the cash you kiss at night? How do you know if it was worth it in the end? Did every second really count, or were there some you should have spent on anything but anyone you love? Was this the life that you were dreaming of? A movie night, a yellow light, you're slowing down, and days are adding up. So don't waste the time you have waiting for time to pass. It's only a lifetime, that's only a while. It's not worth the anger you felt as a child. Don't waste the time you have waiting for time to pass. It's only a lifetime, it's not long enough. You're not gonna like it without any love. unimpressed by the people preaching pain for the sake of some small gain, in the sake of someone's name. I'm unprepared for my loved ones to be gone. Call them way too often now. Worry way too much about mom, so don't waste the time you have waiting for time to pass. It's only a lifetime, that's only a while. It's not worth the anger you felt as a child. Don't waste the time you have waiting for time to pass. It's only a lifetime, it's not long enough. You're not gonna like it without any love, so don't waste it. It's family and friends, and that's the truth. The fountain doesn't give you back your youth. It's staying up too late at night and laughing under kitchen lights so hard you start to cry. Don't waste the time you have waiting for time to pass. It's only a lifetime, it's not long enough. You're not gonna like it without any love, so don't waste it. Thanks, chat. Odd Stranger, thank you for the follow. Is this your original song? No, that was a Phineas. I'm a glorified jukebox. That's a Phineas song, Billie Eilish's brother.
This is a full-blown house deposit. So
Nevax.
Smixel social, smixel social, smixel social.
3 whole years? Thank you so much.
Peter.
Oh, I would love to sing Peter. Thank you so much, Mfoggies, for the request. And Nevax, 3 years? Shut the front door.
From idea to submission, empower.
Really gotta update that, don't I? Echoes, you know what? I will address you because you're disgusting. And I'm going to treat you as if you're being serious. You're not. You're just looking for a reaction. But the reality is, if you are having thoughts about rape, you are sick. You're sick in the head and you need help. Do better. Like, the only reason you want a reaction from me is because your life is so shit right now that you feel alone. And you think that the only way you'll get a reaction on the internet is if you're a piece of shit. And congratulations, you are a piece of shit. But I'm so much more interested in the behavior that underpins what you're doing right now. I'm not going to give you any more attention. We're banning you now. But like, you can get so much further in this life by being nice or funny. I don't know, learn to tell a fucking joke. Because otherwise you won't, like, good luck. You're not my problem. Thank you for the likes on the live. I'm singing now Peter. This one's called Peter. Forgive me, Peter, my lost fearless leader, in closets like cedar preserved when we were just kids. is something I did. The goddess of timing once found us beguiling. She said she was trying. Peter, was she lying? My ribs get the feeling she did. And I didn't want to come down. I thought it was just goodbye for now. You said you were gonna grow up, then you were gonna come find me. Said you were gonna grow up, then you were gonna come find me. Said you were gonna grow up, then you were gonna come find me. Words from the mouths of babes, promises oceans deep, but never to keep. Oh, never to keep. Are you still a mind reader, a natural scene stealer? I've heard great things, Peter, but life was always easier on you than it was on me. And sometimes it gets me when crossing your jet stream. We both did the best we could do underneath the same moon in different galaxies. And I didn't want to hang around. We said it was just goodbye for now. You said you were gonna grow up, then you were gonna come find me. Said you were gonna grow up, then you were gonna come find me. Said you were gonna grow up, then you were gonna come find me. Words from the mouths of babes, promises oceans deep, but never to keep. No, never to keep. And I won't confess that I waited, but I let the lamp burn as the men masqueraded. I'd hoped you'd return with your feet on the ground. Tell me all that you'd learned, 'cause love's never lost when perspective is earned. And you said you'd come and get me, but you were 25, and the shelf life of those fantasies has expired. Lost to the Lost Boys chapter of your life. Forgive me, Peter, please know that I tried to hold on to the days when you were mine. But the woman who sits by the window has turned out the light. You said you were gonna grow up, then you were gonna come find me. Said you were gonna grow up. You said you were gonna grow up. You said you were gonna grow up, then you were gonna come find me. Said you were gonna grow up, then you were gonna come find me. Said you were gonna grow up, then you were gonna come find me. Words from the mouths of babes, promises oceans deep, but never to keep. Thank you so much, Mapoggies, for that request, and Strawman, thank you for the 10 roses. Twig Twok, very grateful. Ever thought about writing? I've tried a couple of times, but I don't know. You have to be pretty brave. Yeah, not for me, I don't think.
There's no right.
Not for me. I am someone who until recent events you shared your secrets with, and your location you forgot to turn it off. And so I watch as you walk into some bar called the Black Dog, and pierce new holes in my heart. You forgot to turn it off. And then it hits me, I just don't understand how you don't miss me in the Black Dog when someone plays the starting line and you jump up, but she's too young to know this song that was intertwined in the magic fabric of our dreaming. Old habits die screaming. Move through the world with a heart broken, my longings stay unspoken, and I may never open up the way I did for you. And all of those best laid plans, you said I needed a brave man, then proceeded to play him until I believed it too. And then it kills me, I just don't understand how you don't miss me in the shower, and remember how my rain-soaked body was shaking. Do you hate me? Was it hazing for a cruel fraternity I pledged, and I still mean it? Old habits die screaming. 6 weeks of breathing clean air, I still miss the smoke. Were you making fun of me with some esoteric joke? Now I wanna sell my house and set fire to all my clothes, and hire a priest to come and exorcise my demons, even if I die screaming. And I hope you hear it. And I hope he's shitty in the Black Dog when someone plays the starting line and you jump up, but she's too young to know this song that was intertwined in the tragic fabric of our dreaming. 'Cause tail between your legs you're leaving. I still can't believe it, 'cause old habits die screaming.
Boy!
Dance me to the end of love.
Sure. Morning, Fairy King. How are you?
Susan spent so long.
Susan. What cozy games do you play? I don't, I sing. But also, I've played Stardew Valley. What other cozy games have I played, chat? I've played heaps of cozy games in the past.
Squishmallow Dragon gifted a tier 1 sub to the Ferret King. This is their first gift sub in the channel.
That's it. I'll check my bio. Dance me to your beauty with the burning violin. Dance me to the panic till I'm gathered safely in. Lift me like an olive branch and be my homeward dove. Dance me to the end of love. Dance me to the end of love. Oh, let me see your beauty when the witnesses are gone. Let me feel you moving like they do in Babylon. Show me slowly what I only know the limits of. Dance me to the end of love. Oh, dance me to the end of love. Dance me to the wedding air. Dance me on and on. Dance me very tenderly and dance me very long. We're both of us beneath our love. We're both of us above. Dance me to the end of love. Dance me to the end of love. Dance me to the children who are asking to be born. Dance me through the curtains that our kisses have outworn. Raise the tender shattered although every thread is torn. Dance me to the end of love. Dance me to your beauty with the burning violin. Dance me through the panic till I'm gathered safely in. Touch me with your naked and touch me with your glove. Dance me to the end of love. Dance me to the end of love. Dance me to the end of love. Mapoggies, thank you so much for the request. And Squishmallow Dragon, thank you for gifting a sub to the Ferret King. That's so nice. Hi, Amy. I take song requests on a different I don't really, I have a list. That's why. Because surprisingly, I don't know every song. You're very welcome, my bookies.
You won't be able to resist.
I will be able to resist. This is me resisting. I've resisted so hard. I'm resisting! Yeah, I gotta work on that, Sotomo, but... I used to float, now I just fall down. I used to know, but I'm not sure now what I was made for. What was I made for? Taking a drive, I was an ideal, look so alive. Turns out I'm not real, just something you paid for. What was I made for? 'Cause I don't know how to feel, but I wanna try. I don't know how to feel, but someday I might. Someday I might. When did it end? All the enjoyment. I'm sad again. Don't tell my boyfriend it's not what he's made for. What was I made for? 'Cause I don't know how to feel, but I wanna try. I don't know how to feel, but someday I might. Someday I might. Think I forgot how to be happy. Something I'm not, but something I can be. Something I wait for. Something I'm made for. Something I'm made for. Thanks for the follow, Glarslopper. Hi, Twisted. Welcome, welcome. Chat, thanks for all the roses.
Jazzy Barbie girl.
Jazzy Barbie girl? Really? Oh.
Work song, Hosier please.
Sure. Oh, thanks, Fran. Hi, Con. I think I use this. Work song, Hosier. Alex is next. It's next. There's a queue. Come on, Barbie. I'm a Barbie girl in the Barbie world. Life in plastic, it's fantastic. You can brush my hair, undress me everywhere. Imagination, life is your creation. I'm a blonde bimbo girl in a fantasy world. Dress me up, make it tight, I'm your dolly. I'm your girl, rock and roll, feel the glamour and pink. Kiss me here, touch me there, hanky panky. You can touch, you can play, you can say, I'm always yours. I'm a Barbie girl in the Barbie world. A life in plastic, it's fantastic. You can brush my hair, undress me everywhere. Imagination, life is your creation. Yeah. Ooh, ooh. Yeah. Make me walk, make me talk, do whatever you please. I can act like a star, I can beg on my knees. I don't actually like this version that much. You can touch, you can play. If you say I'm always yours, you can touch, you can play. If you say I'm always yours, I'm about yeah. Ooh, ooh. Yeah. Ooh, I'm just a Barbie, living in a Barbie world. Ooh. I think the beat, it bothers me. An octave lower and added a southern twang. Yeah. Ooh, ooh. Yeah. Barbie girl, Barbie girl, Barbie girl. Cornball. Thanks for Poggies. Yeah, I don't know why. That arrangement is one of that's a postmodern jukebox arrangement, and it's one of my least favorite of theirs, I think. Okay. Thank you, Mapoggies, though. Now, I do not sing this song properly. I don't know it properly. But you get my version of it. I've sung it a bunch of times. Thank you for the likes.
You buy Kotex Ultra Thins, don't just keep me.
That's right, chat. Ultra thin pads for you when you get your period. Did you want those? You want them, right? You sure do. Unless I'm not in frame on TikTok. Was working on empty. Is that the kind of way to face the burning need? I just think about my baby, so full of love I could barely eat. There's nothing sweeter than my baby. I never want ones from the cherry tree, 'cause my baby is sweet as can be. She give me toothaches just from kissing me. When my time comes around, lay me gently in the cold dark earth. No grave can hold my body down. I'll crawl home to her. Boys, when my baby found me, I was 3 days on a drunken sin. I woke with the walls around me, nothing in a room but an empty crib. And I was burning up a fever. I didn't care how long I lived, but I swear I thought I dreamed her. She never asked me about the wrong I did. When my time comes around, lay me gently in the cold dark earth. No grave can hold my body down. I'll crawl home to her when my time comes around. Lay me gently in the cold dark earth. No grave can hold my body down. I'll crawl home to her. My babe would never fret none about what my hands and my body done. If the Lord don't forgive me, I still have my baby and my babe would have me. When I was kissing on my baby, and she put her love down soft and sweet in the low lamplight, I was free. Heaven and hell were words to me. When my time comes around, lay me gently in the cold dark earth. No grave can hold my body down. I'll crawl home to her when my time comes around. Lay me gently in the cold dark earth. No grave can hold my body down. I'll crawl home to her. Thank you for the follow, Screamers. I'm very grateful. Evan, thank you so much for that request. I hope it was okay. What a banger song. Welcome back, Xbox Pappy. Hello. I don't know Seven Nation Army, Ella. I'm sorry, it's not on the list. Hey, Solace.
It's quiet uptown.
Ah, to the musicals we go. Hi, Daz. How you going? How's your new baby? How's your little baby? I'm gonna sing this one with Clark, because he does a very good job. I do know Landslide.
Mapoggi's gifted a tier 1 sub to Days
12 months to Daz? That's so generous. Holy shit. too kind. There are moments that the words don't reach. There is suffering too terrible to name. You hold your child as tight as you can and push away the unimaginable. There are moments when you're in so deep, it feels easier to just swim down. The Hamiltons move uptown and learn to live with the unimaginable.
I spend hours in the garden. I walk alone to the store, and it's quiet uptown. I never liked the quiet before. I took the children to church on Sunday, a sign of the cross at the door, and I pray. That never used to happen before.
If you see him in the street, walking by himself, talking to himself, have pity.
Philip, you would like it uptown, it's quiet uptown.
He is working through the unimaginable.
His hair is gone gray, he passes every day.
Thanks, hamburger.
You knock me out, I fall apart. Look at where we are. Look at where we started. I know I don't deserve you, Eliza, but hear me out, that would be enough. If I could spare his life, if I could trade his life for mine, he'd be standing here right now, and you would smile, and that would be enough. I don't pretend to know the challenges we're facing. I know there's no replacing what we've lost, and you need time, but I'm not afraid. I know who I married. Just let me stay here by your side. That would be enough.
If you see him in the street, walking by your side, talking by your side, have pity.
Eliza, do you like it uptown? It's quiet uptown.
He is trying to do the unimaginable. See them walking in the park, along up the dock, taking in the sights of the city.
Look around, Eliza.
They are trying to do the unimaginable. There are moments that the words don't reach. There is a grace too powerful to name. We push away what we can never understand. We push away the unimaginable. They are standing in the garden, Alexander by Eliza's side. She takes his hand. It's quiet uptown.
Forgiveness. Can you imagine?
Forgiveness. Can you imagine? If you see him in the street, or walking by your side, talking by your side, have pity. They are going through the unimaginable. Poggies, thank you for the request. I was okay. I haven't watched Hamilton in ages. Oh, I haven't seen that one, Blue Death Becomes Her. I haven't seen that. Slave to the Music, thank you for the follow. And hi, Hamburger. And Alex, if I forgot to thank you for the follow as well, thank you so much. The Lord is the light. Sure is. Yeah. I love Megan Hilty. What if, as a freebie, I do Landslide? Mainly because I quite like singing Landslide anyway. I might sing it. I might try it in high key. Let's see what happens. Ideally not. Aussie? Amelia, I am an Aussie, indeed. Thank you, B. James. Thank you for the follow. Oh, and Sol, thank you for the follow as well. I've only just started streaming on TikTok, so. I took my love, I took it down. I climbed a mountain and I turned around. And I saw my reflection in the snow-covered hills till the landslide brought me down. Oh, mirror in the sky, what is love? Can the child within my heart rise above? Can I sail through the changing ocean tides? Can I handle the seasons of my life? Well, I've been afraid of I've been afraid of sneezing, actually. Sorry. There's one more somewhere. Let's just take that back to the start of the chorus, shall we? Well, I've been afraid of changing, 'cause I've built my life around you. But time makes you bolder, even children get older, and I'm getting older too. Oh, I'm getting older too. Oh, take my love, take it down. Oh, climb a mountain and turn around. And if you see my reflection in the snow-covered hills, well, the landslide will bring it down. And if you see my reflection in
One sub to sneezing. They have
snow-covered
given
hills,
562 gift subs in the channel.
well, the landslide will bring it down. The landslide will bring it down. Lol, Strawman, thank you for the gifted sub. Brian, thank you for the follow. Very grateful, thank you.
The legend has it.
There's no legend. Oh God, they did an Irish shake? They did a green shake? Oh God. Oh, ads. Why? Why? You know? Thanks, Boca. Hey. see you, I feel you. That is how I know you. Go on. Far across the distance and spaces between us, you have come to show you. Go on. Near, far, wherever you are, I believe that the heart does go on. Once more, you open the door, and you're here in my heart, and my heart will go on and on. Love can touch us one time and last for a lifetime, and never let go till we're gone. Love was when I loved you, one true time I hold to, and my life will always go on. Near, far, wherever you are, I believe that the heart does go on. Once more, you open the door, and you're here in my heart, and my heart will go on and on. Thank you for the follow, Fawn. You're here, there's nothing I fear, and I know that my heart will go on. We'll stay forever this way. You were safe in my heart, and my heart will go on and David, thank you for the little heart with the crown. That's so fun. I know, I really do. Look, I'll stay up 15 more. I'm not even tired. This is going to be so... No, go. Enjoy work, my poggies. Have a good one. Adam, thank you for the follow. I got back from Africa a little bit ago, and jet lag, I thought I'd fixed it yesterday, and I was really confident about having fixed it. And then I was awake all night last night until 7 a.m. And then I was basically hallucinating all morning. And I just and I have to drive tomorrow and I'm freaking out. Yes, well, I don't know if the drugs are going to work. I have to be calm about it. I have to be calm about it. I have to be calm and fine and calm about it, which I am. I'm so calm and sleepy and fine. No sleeps, thanks for the follow as well. The calmest I've ever seen you. Lol. Stars shining bright above you. Night breezes seem to whisper, I love you. Birds singing in the sycamore trees. Dream a little dream of me. Say nighty night and kiss me. Just hold me tight and tell me you miss me. While I'm alone and blue as can be, dream a little dream of me. Stars fading, but I linger on, dear, still craving your kiss. Sweet dreams till sunbeams find you. Sweet dreams that leave all worries behind you. But in your dreams, whatever they be, dream a little dream of me. Stars fading, but I linger on, dear, still craving your kiss. I'm longing to linger to dawn, dear, just saying this. Sweet dreams till sunbeams find you. Sweet dreams that leave all worries behind you. But in your dreams, whatever they be, dream a little dream of me. Dream a little dream of me. Dream a little dream of me. Hello, Minecraft. You're welcome. All right, chat. I got 2 more songs in me, and then I have to go pop an antihistamine and try and will myself to sleep. God damn it. Did you get a cold? No, I have jet lag, and it's only stressful because I have to drive tomorrow. So if I don't get any sleep, it's dangerous. Do you know what I mean? The only reason I'm truly stressed about it is because I have to operate a heavy vehicle. And I have no choice because I got to get to my filling appointment at the dentist. Do I want to go to the dentist? No, I do not. Do I need to go? Yes, I need 1 filling. Okay.
With a Coles no annual fee.
No. Also, I've been ruined by the Chrome update. I am going to fix it.
Je vois la vie en rose. Il m'a dit des mots d'amour, des mots de tous les jours et que ne veut que quelque chose. Il est entré dans mon cœur. Il parle d'un bonheur danger. Con la chiusa c'est lui pour moi pour lui dans la vie la maladie la joie pour la vie et de quoi les aperçoit alors je sens en moi mon cœur qui bat. C'est lui pour moi pour lui dans la vie. Et on me l'a dit, la joie. Je sens en moi la vie.
Thanks for the roses, everyone. Booker, thanks for the follow. All right, last one. Are you French? No, I can barely speak French. That's French in a Spanish accent. It's not good.
Have you ever seen such a beautiful night? I could almost kiss the stars for shining so bright. When I see you smiling, I go, oh, oh, oh. I would never want to miss this, 'cause in my heart I know what this is. This is what dreams are made of. This is what dreams are made of. I've got somewhere I belong. I've got somebody to love. This is what dreams are made of. Have you ever wondered what life is about? You could search the world and never figure it out. You don't have to sail on the ocean. No, no, no. Happiness is no mystery. It's here and now. It's you and me. Yeah. This is what dreams are made of. This is what dreams are made of. I've got somewhere I belong. I've got somebody to love. This is what dreams are made of. This is what dreams are made of.
Cup presents Cleanups Made Easy with...
I don't know why, but my YouTube thinks I'm pregnant. I'm getting diaper ads for babies. Feel good baby care. Like, I literally tell you guys yesterday that I can't be pregnant because a certain thing is happening that makes sure I'm not, right? And then there's also other reasons, but not the point. Anyway, but YouTube's just like, woman talking about pregnant. God, she probably needs diapers. Stop it. Stop. I'm not even watching trad wife content. I'm not watching trad wife content. Future sponsor. Yes. No. David, 100 roses. That's the most roses I've ever got in my entire life. I've only streamed on TikTok about 10 times now. And I've never gotten that many before. That's a lot. I think that's so many roses. Thank you so much. That's really cool. Thanks. Chat, I'm not going to be able to go to sleep. This is a disaster. I am in disaster territory. Lol, Rick. Not me coming up on the FYP. I'm so brand friendly. Tell your friends. But you'll be able to try. You're right. I will be able to try. Okay, chat. So you know the schedule. I'm not here tomorrow. Why? Because I'm a baby and I'm getting a filling. But also the filling is very far away from where I am right now because I still go to a local family dentist. So, yeah, I'm not here tomorrow because I'm getting a filling. Pixel is getting groomed. I am leaving, okay? I'm leaving. Pixel is getting groomed. I'm also going to the doctor to get blood tests. And I'm visiting my mum. And, wait for this, my sister is cooking us dinner. So, it's all happening. So, tomorrow I'm off. Anyway, Thursday I will be back. More of the same old shit, but it's history night. And I know how you all feel about history night, but specifically I feel very good about history night. It's one of my favorite nights of the week. So, I will see you then. And TikTok, you will be turned on, perhaps, when I sing on Thursday night. Generally, around about 9:30 these days. So, yeah. Okay, TikTok, you're going bye-bye. Nice to meet everyone. Thanks for hanging out if you did. Thanks again for the roses and the other pixel things. Thank you. So grateful. Okay, goodbye. See ya.